Hey guys, so I wanted to draw the dragon. This is the dragon that would blast the radiation beam from his hand. Like, he puts his hand out and then there's this red radiation beam, and that's how I got the scar in my chest. And then he hit me with it again as an adult, and he would always carry me into this room with lava, and there was a bridge, and then there was lava at the bottom, like a pit of lava. And then he would carry me in his arms as he would walk across the bridge with me in his arms, and I would be unconscious, and that was 2 times that he did that. And he's really big, he's really wide, and he's 7 to 9 feet tall. And he has a tail too. And his foot, from what I remember, they were like hooves. And he looks like the Archons. He looks just like the Archons. He's like orange and red, but he's just much bigger, and he has horns. So I'd say, in a way, he kind of seems like he's maybe king of the Archons, because all the Archons look just like him, but they're just smaller and they don't have the big horns. But he's the big boss of the ship or whichever. I guess he had hit me with that radiation when I had tried to fight back and hit him, and he said that you don't ever try to hit me, I'm God. He said that he was God, and he's God. That's what he had said. So that's the dragon. So this here is the several doors on the ship. The doors would be, there would be a wall, and the doors are actually pretty far apart, and there would be a tall gray alien standing in front of each door. The doors are pretty high tech, as you can see here, and the door would, it would open once the, tall gray got, once he got the okay that you were allowed to go into that sector of the ship. You had to have, a badge. When they had brought me in, it was someone else that was in front of me and, got me in through the door or whichever. And I just remember, the tall gray had to make sure that it was okay to open the door, had to, check everything. And, there was a walkway going up to each door. So, then on top of that, there was also, a roof, in this area where all the doors were to the sector. There's, usually there's, different parts where there's, a roof, and then you could see the stars, you could see space through there. That would be the glass. It would have a glass roof where you could see space and everything. So that's how this was when you are entering the different sectors of the ship. Now, to the D.U.M.B that I was in, okay, so when I came across those horses, well, first let me actually start, let's scratch back, sorry. Let me start over to the railway, which I first was taken in through. So, this was the cart. It's just a basic, I don't know, it was a black cart, and I just remember I sat in it, and I remember, I don't remember if they covered my eyes with something, or it just got dark. It pretty much got dark once you go in through the tunnel, and you go, underground, and it just was a dark ride. I just remember laying down in the cart and going through there. And then once I had gotten into the D.U.M.B, focus. Okay. The shelf. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Okay, the shelf was there. There was a shelf, and it had like I said, plants and other type of lab type things. It was like a lab, and I came across this jelly, and this jelly had hundreds of these mini white horses. And this was exactly what I remembered the horse looked like. They looked like the feet and the nose, it was like a square shape, just like this. It looked exactly like these. And I remember grabbing one and putting it in my hand, and they were kind of soft and squishy from what I remember. But they look like, I don't know if it's almost reminds me of a Monopoly piece or a game piece. I don't know how to explain it, but they all look exactly like this. And there were hundreds of them in this jelly or whichever. So this was the platform, this shape-shifting platform or whatever. So I remember him going over to this platform, and he had one of those horses from the jelly, and so he would throw that in the middle, and then he would do a flip into the middle, and the next thing you know, his whole form would change. So from what the platform, I remember the platform having some yellow pieces. I don't exactly remember if it had like this specific circle, but I remember it having like yellow, some kind of yellow, either a circular design or some other kind of different design. But yeah, that was in the middle of the floor. And then pretty much like he would change his form to any form, I guess, like with this white horse once he would throw it. I don't know if like he was unaware. Like, I don't know if it's like he's already sure when he throws the white horse of what form he's going to turn into. If it's, I don't know if it's like random or if they, I don't know. It's so strange. So yeah, so that was that. So for the table that I had seen when I had first walked in, so before I had seen the shelf with all the horses and jelly and all that kind of stuff, this was a table I came across, and then I told you I was walking with that woman, yeah, I don't know, I think her name was Kate, I'm not sure though, but yeah, so she showed me what this table, well, I kind of just came across it. So when I came across the table, the bodies were halfway covered with like a sheet. It was like a tarp, like a silver, like, or black type of tarps. And I remember there being pieces of metal near their head. From what I remember, it looked like a metal cap. Yeah, like a metal caps. That's what I saw near their heads. And then each one of these bodies had a number next to it. And I believe, yeah, it was a letter in front of it and numbers. Like the numbers were near each of the bodies. And then they all had their eyes open and they just were lifeless, like just completely lifeless. I'm not sure if they were clones or not or what it was, but yeah, they were lifeless. And the next thing you know, she covered them up. She said, "Oh, you weren't supposed to see that." I was like, oh okay. So this here was the moon when I was shown the compartment where the ships come out of. So pretty much the area where the ship would come out of, it opened really slowly. I remember seeing it from like the outside or something. It was strange. And I was shown something just slowly open, and the next thing I know, like a ship took off. Like I could see everything being done, and I was like, oh okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I just remember something taking off, and I was like, oh okay. But I remember it was coming out of the moon, and yeah, so there's a special compartment area where the ships are docked in and where the ships enter and enter out of. It kind of almost reminds me of like, you know, when you go home and you click the button on the top of your car and then that garage door slowly opens. Basically, it's kind of like that. Like, it was kind of like a door, yeah, it just opened like a slow garage door. That's just what it reminded me of. And then the ship was there and everything. And, yeah, so I just wanted to go ahead and share more of these pictures with you guys. And once again, my email is in the description box. And thank you guys so much for watching and all your comments. And have a good day.